Hello everyone, Red here, and welcome back to the channel. Now today we'll be playing a game called Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. This is a fairly popular game, but surprisingly one I've never actually played before, until yesterday. And I played the game maybe a bit too much, to say the least. Yeah, I played it for about 6 hours, was it? So I went from literally never knowing what the game, well, not having played the game, should I say, not knowing the mechanics, to having played it for a very long time. Does this mean I'm good at the game? Hell no. No, it does not mean I'm good at the game. This has a lot of mechanics. However, I have had people help me make decks, quote unquote, and well, this is one of them. So you effectively just use the insight you have. This will let you... Yeah, I should first of all point this out. To anyone who doesn't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! Either this series, if it becomes a series, probably isn't for you. Or if you intend on watching it, it's probably going to be very complicated. It's still complicated for me, so it will take a good while to learn, honestly. As you can see, there's just text everywhere. It's insane. However, it's something you can learn, I guess. So if people are interested in that sort of thing, sure. Or if people just don't want to see this, let me know. Now, how do you use this, you may ask? Well, you try to get Red Eye's fusion in your hand, and then you get to create this thing, which is basically more powerful than pretty much all creatures they're realistically gonna have. That is at least the hope, anyway. From there, you obviously have it down, and it is insanely powerful. It is now 3,000, 2,600. Now, one thing to note is this isn't similar to Magic the Gathering in regards to it having hit points and health. Sorry, having damage points and hit points. It will always fight with its attack if they are both in what's called attack position, which usually they will be. Whereas, obviously, Magic the Gathering, your attack would go after their health. It doesn't happen in this unless they're in defense position, which you'll learn later on as the game goes on. I will also just be playing a lot of cards. For the most part, they don't really matter. I'll explain them if, you know, they need explaining, but generally speaking, they just don't. Anyway, we will end our turn. So, one thing to note is creatures in this don't have what's referred to as summoning sickness. What that means is, unless it's on turn 1, you can actually play, you can attack with a creature that's put down that turn, unless it's turn 1. However, it's similar to Magic the Gathering in the regards that if you go first, you don't draw a card, but obviously you get to make the first move, which also puts you at an advantage, but a disadvantage depending on what deck you're playing and if you wanted to draw more, etc. You also only start with 4 cards rather than the 7. But I don't think there's a hand limit. And also the deck is only 20 cards large rather than, you know, 60. Now, this is a trap card. Trap cards can affect either once or continuously. It's called a continuous. And what they do is they can be activated on the next turn onwards. So on your opponent's turn, generally is when you'd use it. This one won't actually tell a lie. So what this does is this lets me continuously, once a turn, bring back, choose to bring back a creature. In this case, I will bring back this, because it's ridiculously powerful. If it's in the graveyard, that is. And, of course, this was in the graveyard, so I'm going to do that. Now, obviously this isn't AI, it doesn't really do much, but it doesn't matter. That was a spell, if I'm not mistaken, which just does 300 base damage, but that's fine. Of course, in this situation, what you basically say is they've lost, because what are they going to do? To actual players, it's nowhere near this easy. I should point this out. It is not anywhere near this easy against real players. But yeah,
I attack with a monster.
Sure, why not? This just makes it a bit stronger, nothing too important. There you go. And we attack with this one. And this one. Yeah, so for the most part, you know, they have base health. You know, they have their base health as they normally do in Magic the Gathering, and you just have to either attack them or the creatures. Now, one important feature, you can't choose whether or not to defend, and they can't choose whether or not to attack your creatures. You have to. If you want to do any base damage, you have to beat their creatures. And similarly, if someone's attacking you, you know, you can't choose, oh, actually, I don't want to attack with this creature, I kind of need it. They have to beat it. And usually will, if they can. If they can get rid of a creature, because they just straight up win and don't lose anything, they will. So, that's worth noting. I haven't actually seen this yet. What is this? Oh, interesting. Okay. I think, is this to get new cards or something? Yeah, there's a lot of different types of fights on this. I don't know what a lot of them do. So, this is an experience for both of us, I suppose, provided you haven't played Yu-Gi-Oh! Before. Of course, if you have, then you probably know exactly what's going on, and this might be considered boring. I don't know.
There can only be one winner. Let's see if you duel. Get here I come. I summon a monster in attack position. I end my
That
turn.
what?
Here I go. It's my turn.
How? Oh, he has the same thing as me. Wait, does he steal my ability? How does he have the extra 200, 200? I'm gonna put this down. Same thing before, it lets me get things back from the graveyard. I will then use this. Why will I use it? I will get myself.
I activate a spell.
Kill the wyvern. And get the red fusion. I will then use the second insight, because why not? I will then just make the fusion, obviously. Obviously, this just gets me the insanely powerful creature. One thing to note is if you lose this creature with this deck, you pretty much just lose. There isn't much you can do. So this is the type of thing similar to Magic the Gathering, whereby you have to keep playing the game to unlock cards. If you don't unlock cards, you literally just cannot play. So keep that in mind, I suppose. I'm not going to do that. Nope. I'm going to win next turn by the looks of it. But yeah, AI is usually very easy. I will show you the massive difference between AI and actual players. It is not easy. I will be using this, and the reason why I'll be using this is so I can get this back after I've just sacrificed it. So I can now have a 3-2-0-0 and a 2-6-0-0. He can't do anything because he has to win his turn. Not that it matters because he's in attack position. So if you're in defense position and you get attacked, any extra damage doesn't do anything. It just kills a creature and that's it. However, if you're both in attack position and they attack your creature and beat it, similar to Magic the Gathering, it effectively acts as though it has trample, which means any extra damage will go to your life point. So if, for example, I attack with my 3-2-0-0 to its 1000, not only am I going to win, obviously, but the extra 2200 will just go to him, which means he'll die. Or lose, I suppose. And yeah, that is the way it goes. I will be putting this down. If you control the red eyes, you can bring one back. Yep. Basically that. What does this do? Send one red eyes from your hand to your graveyard. Draw 2. Okay. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that. Great. You cannot normal. Okay. So activate the effect. We'll get it. Obviously. This. Play this from the deck. Put this down. There we go. Fusion summon this bad boy. We then play this face down and end the turn. It is in fact Yamayugi's turn. I don't care if I've said that name wrong. I probably have. So when he attacks or does some, I don't know how this triggers to be honest. But yeah, wait, what is this? 400 at 300. I don't know. Point is, we can get one back.
I was expecting that. Here's my face down card.
We can bring this one back.
Continuous trap activates.
We now have a 2400, a powerful one basically. There we go. And what is this? What is? I don't know. A lot of stuff's happening. Yeah, a lot of the time stuff just happens and I don't understand it. A lot of setting of cards. Oh my god, there's a lot of setting of cards here, isn't there?
My turn is done.
Your turn is done. How okay, well, I'm almost concerned to say I can't attack anymore because I don't want to die. Although something tells me I don't have a choice. Regardless, I'm going to attack your creature, obviously. Change battle phase.
Now battle.
Attack you.
Watch and learn.
Is this going to die or am I good?
Monster attacks.
I activate my trap card. Go on, say it. Oh.
This is far from
No, I know what he's doing. He's gonna use it in a minute. I'm not just delaying it. I know what he's gonna do. He's gonna use it in a minute.
attack your life points directly.
Uh,
My monster's effect activates.
There we go. Just make him more powerful, I guess. You're really not gonna use it yet? No? He's got 3 trap cards. I know he's got something. What's going on? I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know. Wait, did I win? Oh. 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 Apparently I won. Well, thank you all for watching this episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links. If you want to see more of it, feel free to let me know in the comment section and show a like just to share support with the channel, really. It helps to grow the channel. It shows, you know, recommends it more, so that's pretty good. Hopefully you all enjoyed this episode, and I will see you all in the next one.